Hello, dear Gemini. Welcome. For those of you who are new to this channel, welcome to I Am Destiny Calling Tarot. Gemini, this read is going to cover the time frame of June 16th through June 30th, 2020. Before we go ahead and get started, I'm going to read a blessing for you. To start things off, I feel really a need to do this at this moment in time. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to send a blessing out there from me to you. All right, Gemini, your blessing. It says, the music of God's love. It says, I'm a conduit for divine kindness to pour into the world. As I make of my heart a loving balm for those in difficulty, I find I too am soothed, for compassion pours out from me as a grace which heals me and heals others. Beautiful. Wow. The music of God's love. So this is what I very much hope, pray, and wish for you over the next little while. Well, always, really. All right, now that that's out of the way, I love this blessing deck so much. Okay, so we're going to start with just a couple messages. Just messages coming forward from Spirit. Let's see what simple messages here are coming forward for Gemini. All right, we have... It says, wonderful. Sometimes being too cautious is just an excuse for being afraid to take risks and move forward. Don't use this as your excuse to miss out on something amazing. So you're likely in a fearful state over something that you want to move towards. In the next energy, it says questions. What you are thinking is absolutely correct. It takes courage to trust yourself, especially when everything points in a different direction. So I would say these two are pretty interconnected here. It's going to be about you taking some form of a risk here. It's pretty evident in the first few messages. I'm going to go ahead and get another message, then we'll get the Oracle card. First card out says, stop sleeping so bleep much. And on the back it says, wake up, you are amazing, some cool bleep. You gotta get up. You gotta get out there. You gotta get moving. This is a time where if you've had to rest, if you've had to sleep, then it was really your body's way of telling you that that's what you needed. But that time is coming to a pass now. So now it is time to get up. Now it is going to be time to get moving on some really important things. Otherwise, this really could be an energy that could take you into more of a depressive type of energy. So that could also be here as a warning, just to get yourself up and going. All right, let's get the Oracle. If this is something that you notice is raveling and coming off of my arm, my wrist, it's something for carpal tunnel. So it's just going to allow me to rest my wrist a little bit and still be able to do the readings for you guys. All right, let's get the Energy Oracle card for Gemini. Spirit, what? That was quick. Impatience. This is the overall energy here for the entire read today. Impatience. All right, so let's let's go ahead and get the tarot going. So this will be a general read here for the Gemini collective. So where it is general, please don't try to force messages if it doesn't feel like they're a fit for you. We're all in different parts of our journey, and that's okay. So the dates here as well, they can really just be a guideline for you in your journey, wherever you find yourself. Maybe this is something that is going to happen for you 2 or 3 days from these dates, 2 or 3 weeks from these dates. Like I said, it's really all about your journey. Just take the messages that are resonating, and you're going to know. You're going to feel as though the message was coming forward specifically for you, and there's probably going to be others that just don't really ring any bells for you. The wonderful world of tarot. I hope everyone's doing well. Hope you guys are taking care of yourself. I hope you're staying balanced and filling your own cup. These are the gratitude messages. All right, so we're going to find out which deck carries your cards. We're going to ask that Spirit joins us to select your cards. What messages, Spirit, did you want to have come forward for the Gemini collective? And this will be the energies for the time frame of June 16th through June 30th. These are your cards. All right, beautiful energy. We're going to take a look at those at the end. These are your tarot. Only do the reversals in private reads, just so everyone's aware. Wow. All right, so we have first card up for you guys. First tarot, Six of Swords. And at the bottom, it says calm, which is really where I think you're coming into a calming place. This is the energies that you're finding yourself in this current moment in time. This is where you're headed, so there is quite a turnaround from impatience to calm. Isn't that wonderful? I think that is just, it's wondrous when you really think about it sometimes how the universe works. And we don't always know exactly how it's going to work, but it always works out. It always does. And sometimes it's not always our way, and that's okay. So really here, you're, but it's caution, word of caution. Why is that coming to me? You have here, sometimes being too cautious is just an excuse for being afraid. So yeah, this is, you're being calm and there's a sense of caution, but as far as this goes, I do feel it's not as though you're not going forward and taking risks. You're just really making sure that you're coming from a good place. Love the next card, Four of Swords. It says recovery at the bottom. So this is really telling me you have stopped sleeping so bleeping much, and then you have this recovery period. So to me, this is actually indication, for a lot of readings, this is normally symbolic here of needing to relax. But this is very much about you coming into recovery. You're in a recovery period. You're getting out of this wanting to sleep all the time energy. You're going to start to get up. You're going to start to move, and it might be hard, but you're going to do it. And you're going to notice every day you get a little bit more energy because you are doing it. I think that's beautiful. Okay, so you have 1, 2, 3 major arcana. For the overall energies for the human collective over the globe, I think we're all really feeling a lot of different emotions kind of coming and going. There's no doubt there's fear in that collective energy, and it's going to be touchy. So that's just really something that you can't go untouched from that energy. But specifically here, we're going to go into the energies for you with the Moon card, Major Arcana. At the bottom it says Illusion. So this is telling me that there's definite fear. It's an odd way to come out in the read, but this is telling me that there's definite fear. So it's an indication that it's a fearful feeling of moving forward into the unknown. And that's perfectly normal. I feel as though you're blocking your intuition, however. You're allowing the fear to be the primary energy here. And this is something that you can work towards. This is Major Arcana, so this is pretty big energies here. So you're really going to want to focus on healing your energies. Your brow chakra is coming to mind here. You're gonna need to do some form of energy healing on your brow chakra. It's definitely an emotional time for you. There's no ifs, ands, or buts around that. I think a big message here for a lot of you is really about there are certain things that you just have absolutely no control over, and it's about acceptance of that. Once you have that acceptance, you're going to move into a new energy, a new state, a new phase, and it's really going to start to change for the better. I think what's happening, you can also, for specific people with the moon energy, you can kind of have some unrealistic, somebody has unrealistic expectations here. So you might be kind of shooting yourself in your own foot here. So if you feel that you're not being realistic with yourself or a situation, this is going to need to be cleared. It's very, very, very important. It's going to need to be cleared from your energies and your system. Ace of Coins. Pretty big messages here, I feel, for a lot of people. I just hope some of the information helps. Some, like I said, some of the messages are just not going to resonate, and that's okay. Ace of Coins. If you allow things to just flow naturally here, this can be an indication that your finances, as far as your work goes, or your career, or how you make a living, this is a really good indication here that you definitely are going to have come into a period where, oh, my candles just went out. Oh, my candles are fizzing. Maybe that's symbolic here somehow in your reading. Maybe that's symbolic of your impatience energy. I think what's happening is you're really, by becoming impatient, you're allowing yourself to get deeper and deeper into lower vibrations because it's not happening, and we can't always expect everything to happen on our timelines. So I really feel you have some good things going here, like I said, with the finances becoming more stable. It's a lot of chakra work, though. A lot of energies needing to be worked on. Yeah. And this is 5. Yes. So 5 of coins. I see a major arcana coming right up next. Go within for your answers. It's a really hard message for me to say, but stop blaming everyone else. It's a message that needs to be said. It's time to get on with your life. You have the power, you have the knowledge. You're really putting blocks in your own way. So when you recognize, this is going to relate to likely your throat chakra. It's a belief in yourself, the energy. It's an energy that really can, I feel, help you with any problems that you're having at this time. But it is going to always take a little bit of effort on your part. Because we do need to be co-creators. Next card, Major Arcana. Right, it's the World card. So this is a pretty, the last of the Major Arcana cards. It's very dark. There we go. So this is you coming to the end of a cycle here. So an end of a cycle in your life, and I do feel as though you're moving towards something positive here. This is a moment here where I feel expansion, new people, new challenges as well. Challenges don't always need to be negative. So this card is screaming for you to look for the potential in your next portion of your journey. Knight of Cups and Knight of Swords, so double indication here. And then you have Knight of Swords. So a double indication of this Knight energy, and they're facing away from each other. Okay. This is telling you that there's more to be done on your part. Yeah, so you're really coming into a period where there's going to be some fresh challenges. During this point in time, I think we can all have that in common. Some people have a romantic energy here. Not gonna lie, this is about see where this is how they appeared in the read. So this one and this one, they came out, they're not facing each other, they're facing away from each other. It's almost as if they're not happy to have face-to-face contact with one another. So to me, this tells me that it could be two individuals, two masculine, in competition here, maybe for your attention. Yeah. Next, specifically, we'll go over each specifically. And when you see this come up here in the read, this is all about your plans starting to come together. And if there's any reason to it's a little bit of energy, I'm not going to lie, of an immature individual. So likely out of these two masculine energies, one is just an immature type of energy here. But I do feel, and my candle made that noise again. Yeah, so likely you could become becoming somewhat impatient with that particular individual. All right. Last card is the Tower card, Major Arcana card. So you're going to go through some change. I think you are in recognition. You may not be in agreement or happy about it, but I do know that you sense that there is definitely going to be some change that you're going to be going through. There might be, there may have been people in your life, in your past, that you could rely on for support, but they're no longer there for you. That's a really big message. It's pretty uncomfortable, but I'm willing to bet with this Tower energy here, this is where you're going to be put through challenges to face things on your own. And I was just saying earlier this morning, if you want something done, you're gonna sometimes need to just step up and figure out how to do it yourself. That's really the energy I'm getting here after this Tower. So where you do have the impatient energies and you're really questioning whether or not you should be taking this risk and moving forward, this energy is saying that there's a high likelihood that you're going to need to just really kind of cave into this impatience energy here and figure out a way to make things happen for yourself, Gemini. All right, let's take a look at your gratitude card. Gratitude message says, in the end, maybe it's wiser to surrender before the miraculous scope of human generosity and to just keep saying thank you forever and sincerely for as long as we have choices. Elizabeth Gilbert. So important to incorporate the gratitude practice daily into your routine. It really helps to maintain the higher vibrations. And there's always something to be grateful for. So if you feel that there's something that you are grateful for and you want to put it out into the universe and make it physical, place a comment down below. Tell me what you are grateful for. It can be big and small. Your inspirational message here, last one in your read, it says, the presence of love will always cast out fear. I think some of you needed to hear this today. It's so true, and it's the same idea of when there's darkness, the only way to get rid of the darkness is to shine the light onto the darkness, the spots, the darkest spots. And this is the same idea with fear and love. Wherever there's an indication of love, when there's a energy of love, fear can no longer exist. It just dissipates. All right, so that's it for the read for you guys this week. I hope everyone is taking care of yourselves. I hope you're filling your own cup. Once you do, you can definitely go out into the world and help others. Thank you so much to each and every one of you. As always, I really very much appreciate you. And I think what I'm going to do is stay tuned. I'm going to have a little something, I think, on the next read to offer to you guys. All right, so that's it for me. we'll see you soon, guys. Take care. Bye.